Hi YouTube, it's Brianna. I know it's been a while since I did a video, but things have been crazy busy here in college. This Today is Wednesday, and it's like the last week of classes for me. So of course, all of my teachers decided to cram a butt ton of work like within the last 2 days of school. And next week are finals for me, so I'm almost done my freshman year in college and I'm so excited. You guys can probably tell that I'm like tired right now and not enthusiastic about everything, and I'm just like, my speech is very slurred and I'm just very slow right now because I'm very tired. Very tired. And there's just been a lot of crazy stuff going on. I got a B on my last anatomy test, which is amazing. I have a low C in chemistry right now, which is not good because I still have one more test to take before the final, and that could totally just bring me down to a D. I'm not sure. But finals are coming up, and I'm disappointed because, like in high school, I was able to study 1 week before finals because they didn't give us hardly any work, and they made sure we had time to study for finals. Now in college, I'm studying for finals the weekend before finals because I have no time, and I've just been really stressed out lately. Like, I really can't wait to go home for the summer. I just really just want to be home already, and I'm totally getting fat. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I weigh like 113, 114 pounds now, and I'm just like so fat, and I hate it. Whereas I know this is bad because it's a health issue, it's medically related, but my friend weighs 99 pounds and she's 21 years old. That's just because she's got something going on medically, but still, she's so tiny and she's 21 years old. Like, why can't I be that tiny? Um, oh, and by the way, I'm supposed to be doing work right now. I'm supposed to be working on my research paper, but instead, I'm making a YouTube video. How perfect is that? YouTube is what I do when I'm bored, and I'm just bored, you guys. Bored is the only word I can use to describe my situation. I'm bored with school. I'm bored with life. I'm just bored. Like, somebody come and entertain me or give me something exciting because I'm just tired of this, like, routine college life, and I'm just tired. Let me complain just a little bit more. Um, well, actually, I can update you guys on my situation, like with my dad. I don't know if you guys know what has been going on, but I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff emotionally with my dad, and we don't get along. We don't talk anymore, and usually when we did talk, it was usually like a bad talk, and I always end up getting hurt just because every girl wants the perfect father. Every girl has this fantasy in her head of what a father is supposed to be like, and I never got anything from my dad. I never had any affirmation, affection. I never got anything from him. And I basically just wrote him a letter a couple weeks ago. I wrote him a letter. It was 6 pages long, and I basically just told him everything that I don't like that he does, how bad he hurts me, and I told him that we needed to take a break. Like, for 1 month, we should not communicate. We should not talk on the phone. Just leave me alone, Dad, for 1 month. And this past month has been great. Like, super good. Emotionally, I'm starting to heal, and I thought I was doing great. And then this day creeps up on me because I put in the letter, don't call me until this day. Well, the day comes up, it's like, say, the day is tomorrow. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's tomorrow, he's gonna call me tomorrow. Well, he didn't call me that day, and I was disappointed, of course. I mean, it's disappointment. I always get my hopes up with my dad. And my mom told me that he thought it was a different day, so just wait until that day. So I waited until it was like 3 days later, and still no call. Still no call from my dad, and I was really disappointed. I was just like, what the heck is going on? And then my mom tells me he's probably going to call you on his own time when he has time to sit down and talk and deal with all these issues between you two. Which I was kind of mad about that, because I was like, I put a specific date in the letter for a reason, so he could respect that, so he could follow my orders and do what I wanted him to do. Well, he didn't. And just by him, like, waiting until it's on his own time to call me, that's basically just doing the same thing he did before. Like, it's all about him and his time and his life. And by me giving him a specific day to call me, that's saying that I'm important, that I matter, that I wanted you to do this for me, but he didn't. And, well, I come back to school from last weekend. I was in Nashville, so I came back to school and I was about to take a psychology test, and then I got an email from my dad. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was totally shocked. I was like, an email? Really? So I read it, and it was 6 pages long too. His response was 6 pages long, and it did not help our situation. He pretty much said that he knows he's a bad person. He knows that he can't provide for me what I want, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. He also apologized to me again for the millionth time that whatever he apologized. And I was like, oh, that was probably one of the best apologies I've ever heard from him. But his words mean nothing to me now, because his actions prove differently. You know, he can say I'm sorry 1,000 times, but I'm not going to believe him. And I was just really shocked by the letter. Like, I was hurt in a way, not hurt like I was crying and just emotionally upset. I was just it was too much for me to handle, really. So I read it once, I forwarded it to my mom, and I talked to my mom about it. I talked to John about it. I went to my counselor the next day and talked to him about it. And I really just don't care at this point. My focus is school. My focus is to get good grades. And I don't want to have to deal with this shit anymore. So my decision that I have to make is whether or not I want to still communicate with him, whether or not I want to have a relationship with my dad. So that's what I'm going through. I'm 18 years old, and I'm having to make this decision whether or not I want to talk to my dad for the rest of my life, which is very stressful. It's very hard, because like at the way our relationship is now, I don't think he'll walk me down the aisle. I don't even think he'll show up at my wedding, which is fine with me. I mean, stress, it's a little less stress that I have to deal with if he's not there. And even if he wanted to walk me down the aisle, he doesn't deserve to. That is a father's right to give away his daughter at her wedding, and my dad has not earned that. Yeah, he was there in the beginning, and yeah, he did a few things in the past few years to mess up, but he broke my trust. He lost my trust with him, so I can't continue putting into this relationship when I'm not getting anything back. And I'm just really struggling with that, you guys, and I'm really struggling with this whole like divorce thing, not necessarily because my parents aren't together anymore, but just because I have a loser for a dad. And you know what? I know it's YouTube, but yeah, I said it. I have a loser of a dad. And if you're watching this, Dad, I hope you see it, because I'm not happy with the way you're treating me. I'm not happy with the way you treat my brother or my mom. So, let the whole world know. I don't care. You're the one putting on Facebook how great your new single life is. So, other than all that stressful stuff, I'm just trying to get through these next 2 weeks for school. Okay, well, I know it was like a super long video about nothing, but I need to go start working on my research paper now. So have a good day, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I don't know. Bye!